We're here again. I know I missed last week. Stuff
Stuff happens.
had to deal with that.
You, you know, it's a
So,
problem with life.
how's everyone else doing? Are you doing good on this Friday night? It's probably the last Friday night we're gonna be doing this.
The last Friday night.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
College.
Uh, yeah.
Freaking
Everyone's a college except for Mike.
And me.
Ah,
I just have to work my job.
the college.
I also have commissions open. Go on to twitter.com/midnightofrandom.
Shameless plug.
Hey, I need the money, okay?
There's no shame in the plug. All right.
So what's the story? What are we doing today?
We're rolling die.
Last time.
Yeah.
Okay. As for what happened last time is our dark heroes discussed their next plan of action and promptly went into a pie eating contest right after, in which our penguin friend Rain won, taking home a satchel with a bunch of like berries embroidered on it, as well as a gold berry, which did something really cool if you remember.
Yes. The Temuki berry, as I called it.
How does this work? Well, it's basically a choose your own adventure. I have a feeling you're new to this. It's a choose your own adventure story with these four individuals on screen guiding the story, while me just kind of pushing the plot forward when needed.
Yeah,
With special guests
Four.
that should have been
Yeah, with special guests that
here for like 5.
yeah.
may as well be a
The
fifth
thing
member.
is,
Five at this point.
our special guest just became ingrained into the plot.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up the book of how to undo the world. Oh,
Sorry, Mike. It really has to be five at this point. You can't just brush this under the rug.
Well,
Yes.
you know, I really had a chance to get rid of Rafa when he wasn't able to come, or she whatever, in game she. But I didn't. But so here she is.
Now she's booked.
Well, not necessarily. There's if you're new to D&D, it's basically they're gonna be going through the story I've kind of laid in front of them, and none of this is scripted either, so it's all improv, off the cuff.
Yep, except for some prompts and some
Yeah.
pre-written plot hooks and such.
and the fate of the dice.
Everything they do is
Yeah.
not scripted, and the characters can die.
Basically,
Yeah. I have a plan for if Henry dies.
See that cute little bird boy at the left of the screen? He could be demolished at
He's-
any point.
Well, he technically did die once, but we'll not get.
Yeah.
We won't get into that. Anyway, after winning the pie contest slash berry contest, they went and met with a shaman named Sora, who told them he was a human who came to Lucretia, the kind of shaman settlement floating in the sky they currently are in right now. He came here 2 years ago. He still has his memory. That's a good thing. Usually they lose that. But after some persuasion, he decided to join these 4/5/6 on their quest. Yeah, they have a little Mimikyu with them too. But and they are going to a shrine to do a number of things. That is retrieve a flower for an alchemist named Golzar, to retrieve an orb that apparently will lead them to the land of the dead, which is called Niflheim. And Sora needs to go through here in order to leave this shaman settlement. That's where we kind of left off. So,
Yeah, that and Rodney suffered through an identity crisis, but
oh yes,
basically,
and a lot of backstory for our characters were revealed.
but basically, last episode was the height of the series, and it's all downhill from here.
All
Yes, it's time to go downhill.
Well, it's probably more along the lines of up since it's the Sky Palace.
Yes.
Okay, so you all wake up in your dwelling. I don't think we'll call it an inn anymore because we've established not really an inn. There you see meals left out for you on the desk out there, so you can eat those if you want.
I mean, it's
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Alright, it's morning, rise and shine.
Henry's just casually eating, not really saying anything. He has a look like he just doesn't want to be here anymore.
Henry, you actually you don't know if you heard it or not, but you sort of heard someone call your name in maybe the wind. You don't know if you actually even heard it. You just thought you heard someone call your name.
Huh. Must be hearing things. Must be hearing.
This is some very good stuff. I must admit, they know how to cook.
I'm just gonna take my meal with me. See if I'm not actually hearing things.
Mimikyu is doing his usual thing, kind of hoarding his food.
Yeah. It's not as good as the things on the boozer, though. That was delicious.
Wait a minute. Is there a playlist for this series of streams?
No, but I will.
You'll make one. Yeah. Okay.
I already made
So-
one just in case.
Henry has decided to. Henry has decided to follow that voice.
You don't really know where it came from. Part of you thinks it may be just your imagination.
Yeah, I mean, he's looking.
Yeah, so
looking
you're
out
just
the
kind of
window.
looking
Yeah,
around.
He's just looking around with like the plateness in his hands.
You know, it's weird. For all the good food that, the chef had on the ship, the two of us never really talked too much.
I think we. I can't hear you, Sonic Link.
No,
Oh.
I haven't said anything.
Oh, your thing was turning green, and I thought you were talking.
That might have been actually catching my breath or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
But no, I haven't actually said anything.
All right.
that's why I manually adjusted. The sensitivity instead of having it be automatic.
All right.
I was
Anyway,
just looking at
continue.
him like, guys, I can't be the only one having conversation here.
I'm stuffing my face.
Sorry, I'm not much of a dinner conversationalist.
Yeah, let's eat,
Breakfast.
cat.
Rafa's just stuck in the book right now.
Oh, okay.
Just trying to see if there's anything she can learn, even though she's probably read it 20 times already.
So the only page of interest you really see is the one that kind of got revealed. The rest is just kind of like fairy tale lore about the place.
Find
Yeah,
anything
she-
interesting in there, Fire Breath?
Nothing more interesting than we know where we're going, which we already knew. But I was really hoping that it would have like a description or an index or something describing what we're looking for in our locations.
Well, it has to be nothing more than the orbs that we already have. I mean, that's been the record so far.
Rain, do you think your orb might show us where it is?
Maybe.
Sorry, maybe.
Good an answer as we're going to get, I guess. I don't know.
We're just going to figure it out as we go, alright?
Well,
I
it's
mean-
like last time, his bag and my bag will just glow when we get there.
Believe
Alright.
me, we're just gonna have to take it as we go. This is an adventure that none of us ever wanted to be in.
I mean, at least we might have some direction. Before we enter the dungeon, I want to go to town hall and talk to the elder, since I think it's respectful if we don't just barge into their trial unannounced. So it's possible we might be able to get some information from him while we're over there.
Not a bad idea. Everyone should probably write that down.
I don't know what. I don't know why, but I'm hearing someone call my name from out in the distance. I don't know why anyone would call my name all the way up here.
Are you talking about this out loud?
Yes.
Oh, right, then I'm gonna say, it's probably just a figment of your imagination from how long we've been stranded. Just enjoy your freaking meal. You know what? If that voice ever comes again, like I said, we'll just take it as it goes. Huh? Everyone? Come on, I can't be the only person doing this.
My father was a ghost.
So much for once in my life making friendly conversation.
That's a lie. My father wasn't a ghost. But he haunts my memories every day like he is.
Well, that's
Oh.
dark.
Okay.
This
Mimic
is just
you.
fantastic. First time I'm not
He
being able
kind
to
of,
talk to you guys ignore me.
He kind of looks up to you, Lucius.
Since we're going into trial and not really a normal dungeon, that would lead us like to some different place or something. And since after we're done with it, we'll probably just all come back here. Do you want to just stick around town and wait for us, or do you mind going through the dungeon with us?
His like a long slithery ghost hand comes out from under his cloth and he points to you.
So you'll just
I'm
follow
looking
where
at
I'm
this.
going?
He nods his head.
Okay.
I
Just
think it
stay
likes-
safe while we're there.
I think it likes you, Lucius.
I didn't know Spupa had fingers.
I'm sorry.
Are you sure this is a spupa, not a shuppet or something? It seems like it.
But Shuffit don't have fingers either.
I mean, anything could happen with this weird shuppet.
Am I gonna have to make a check to make sure I can correct these guys?
I don't think any of us actually rolled for whether we knew what Mimikyu was or not.
I know I did and
I
failed.
forgot. Did we?
I
don't-
totally.
I don't think we
someone
ever-
did, but I think it was just Lucius.
I'm
well, if I rolled,
I'm gonna do a nature check then.
All right.
if I rolled, I probably failed the roll.
We have been having this thing.
No.
Session 3.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna roll a nature check then. Okay.
I rolled a nature check and weird spupa checks out.
We've
not
had
weird
this
spook,
thing in
not-
our party since session 3, and none of
Not
us have
weird,
even thought to be like, what is this thing?
well, weird shuppet is what Henry thought it was. He thought it was a weird shuppet.
Okay, so Raid, even with a 15, you've maybe heard of it once or twice. You know it's Mimikyu, but you don't really know anything about it.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
It's probably what I would expect with my
Yeah.
character anyway.
Maybe your grandfather brought it up once or twice, but
Yeah.
you're not too familiar with it.
One of the guys says in the chat that they can't hear one of us. Who is it?
Who could it be?
Judging
Yeah,
by
can
what's
you-
happened so far, it's probably me.
Can you tell which one you can't really hear?
Yeah, can you?
It's probably me,
That's a
given how I've listened to
good
myself in
question.
playback.
I gotta wait for chat to catch
a long
up.
time for a response.
Yeah, that's what happens when there's chat lag.
Streamer.
I think it's Strutter.
I turned him up a little bit.
It might be me, yes.
Okay, so adventure.
Yeah,
Back to adventure.
eating
Where
breakfast.
were
We've been eating breakfast for almost 20 minutes.
You finally get a
I
break.
see Shredder's the most played. Okay, that just confirms it. You have to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm dealing with it. All right.
Okay, yeah.
Don't make it too loud.
Now you can finally break the news that.
No, it's me. It's me. I heard the stream. They can't hear me.
Oh,
What?
Well, they're
Okay.
also saying Strutter, so it might be a combination of the two of you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I heard over myself and I couldn't hear me.
We're just
technical
This
difference.
is wonderful. Okay, seriously, let's get back to the adventure while we're figuring this
Quick,
out.
Rain, spoil the fact that Mimikyu isn't a Spupla nor a Shuppet.
Well, he's a weird shuppet.
I'm pretty sure that he's not a Shuppet. I don't know what he is, but I think he's not a Shuppet or a Spupa.
He seems like. It seems like it's the most likely explanation is that he's a shuppet.
Well, I don't care who he is. He's been good enough to us so far, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's all that matters.
Okay, so is everybody done with their meals?
For almost 1 second.
Also, I double checked with the stream audio. I could hear myself. So yeah.
All right, now I'm ready. Okay, who's ready for an exciting new day?
I am ready. Let's
Let
go
go.
find Sora.
Well, you guys don't know that Sora's coming with us.
Oh yeah, you guys don't know yet.
Yeah,
So we
only-
can ask him if he's coming with.
Yeah,
Let's go see the Okigi guy.
only I know that Sora's actually coming with us. The rest of you don't.
Yeah.
But we're going to Town Hall anyway, so...
To town hall.
All right, so you make your way outside, and you notice again the shaman have transformed again to their sky form, and they're still putting up decorations and stuff. But you make your way over to the town hall in the north end. You hear the singing coming from that the rehearsal hall as you pass that, and you get to the elder's house. It's pretty close to that shrine, actually, that big shrine you were going to.
Okay, well, let's head on in and see if the Elder's there.
You're going in his house?
Oh,
We're just gonna barge in.
is there a door to knock on?
No, it's there's not really a door there. It's just more like it's like this dwelling with just kind of a hole carved into it.
What kind of a house doesn't have a door in it?
Then if there's no door, we can't really knock on it, so we'll just walk on in.
Or we just say, "Hey."
That's wonky even for me.
He's not there.
Very peculiar.
Is there anybody in there?
The
Did you leave a shopping list or anything?
the house is very much like the previous one you went into with the widow. It's pretty small, but you can't really see anyone inside. Like, you could even look through like little apertures on the side of the house, and there's no one inside.
Wonder where the elder went.
Probably it's some sort of major event to take care of. Anyway,
Maybe it's another pie eating contest.
Well, I guess maybe one of the shaman around here will know where he is.
Okay, so you just want to pick out someone in the
feel free
street
to
then?
ask.
I mean, Tempest must have gotten fat somehow. Might have been an excessive pie eating contest.
Yeah.
Or it could be a fairy conspiracy.
Yeah, we'll just pick out a random shaman in the crowd and ask him where the elder is.
Listen, the fairy conspiracy is real. Don't you even talk to me about that.
Why do I even try with you?
You find one. There's just you see a shaman kind of floating down the street.
Okay. Hey, excuse me.
Oh, hi. You're the heroes, right?
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
We're wondering where the elder is. We went to his house to try and find him, but he didn't seem to be at home.
I think I saw him in front of the shrine over there. You know, that big structure to the north. Rain, you recognize one of this guy is like one of the shaman who participated in the pie eating contest with you.
Hey,
Oh, it's you, the guy who won.
hey, how you doing?
I know I didn't win, but next year, watch out, cause
You got this, man.
yeah, so it's a little nerve-wracking having people watching me like that. I can't perform under pressure.
Like Zoink Scoob!
Like zoinks, man.
I was gonna say it was more like Morty, but whatever.
All right. So is that the end of the conversation, or are we?
Is that all you want to ask him?
I'll ask him one more thing. Did you see Sora go into the practice hall today?
Oh no, he was with the elder. They seemed to be arguing about something. Well, that's what I saw.
That
Yeah.
can't be good. Let's hurry to the shrine, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's head to the shrine.
Yeah, shrine, whatever.
Okay, so you kind of just leave this guy in your dust as you go towards the shrine. You finally arrive at the shrine. There are these. It's this large green structure, and it's very big, very big. It almost looks like the kind of like bird-like object on top of it is made out of like emerald or something. There's two pretty big windmills on either side of it. You see some shaman kind of like sitting in a praying stance kind of in front of it. But near the kind of like what you guess would be the entrance to it, you see Sora and the elder.
Okay. Let's approach.
All right. So you walk up to them, and they seem to be having kind of. It's not really an aggressive argument, but they seem to be like protesting one another. The elder says, Sora, you can't do this. You're not able to. And Sora says, I've got to do this. You don't understand. I have to be independent from now on. And that's kind of the gist of what they're going back and forth about.
That's exactly as I feared.
Okay. I will go up to them and say, "Hey,
Oh. Hey, you... the elder says to you anyway. Oh, Mother Earth and Father Sky bless you. Sorry, right now I'm trying to stop this foolish youth from doing something he might regret."
And that would
And what
be.
would that might be?
He wants to go independent. You see, when shaman want to go independent from the tribe, they have to go through this shrine and retrieve a Gracidia flower from it. But it's a mystery dungeon, and sorry, he's too young and he's unable to do it. And you see Sora getting like a little more flustered. No, I'm not.
well,
We could help.
actually, we heard about the trial ourselves, and we wanted to take it too, so perhaps we can work with Sora.
Look, I was trying to be nice about this, but Sora, you can't fly.
Let me guess. There was a part where he is required to fly. Is that correct?
Well, no, not necessarily.
Then what exactly is the problem with him going through this test?
Well, he's too young. He's too young.
I'm sorry, I
with
didn't
all-
realize there was an age limit.
What were you saying?
Who to who?
Oh, I thought Lucius was saying something.
Oh,
I was
Lucius,
about
go-
to, but then Rodney spoke, so...
Sorry. Lucius, go ahead. I'm done talking.
Oh, okay. With all due respect, Elder, if there is a specific reason, something major that Sora should know about it, you shouldn't be mincing your words, and you should come right out and say it, because otherwise, if you give these half-hearted reasons, you won't be able to convince anybody of anything.
He kind of gives a sigh. All I'm saying is he doesn't have the experience. He came to our village, our town, 2 years ago, saying he didn't remember anything about his life before that. We had to give you your name, Sora. What makes you think you could pass this test to become independent? Why don't you go back to the recital hall? Because I'm losing my voice. What? I said I'm losing my voice. Oh, you're right. You are getting older. You see the elder kind of, it looks like he's gathering. I suppose there's no rule with letting multiple Pokemon, not even shaman, go through the trial. Very well, sorry, you can go. You see Sora finally kind of get out of brooding mode and give him some respect. He asks, the elder asks you, please keep him safe.
Of course.
I'll stake my life to protect him.
Don't worry, we will.
Rafa's not gonna say anything.
You're just kind of hanging in the back.
Not after last time.
If it's not against the rules and you don't mind me asking, do you have an idea of what the trial's about and what's expected in there?
Well, what's expected? Well, it's not a mystery dungeon like you have probably seen before. In these trials, it's a straightforward path, but each room tests you in some way, different for each shaman, or I guess Pokemon, who enters it. I don't even know what will happen if multiple Pokemon enter it, but
I suppose Rafa's never heard of a trial dungeon.
no, you probably haven't.
Alright, time to take notes.
What kind of tests do these shaman have to take?
We don't know. It goes according to whoever enters it. The last shaman to pass this test was Callum.
So what you're saying is there's no theme like testing their might, their wisdom, their intelligence. It's just random as they go?
Like I said, I don't know. It could be deadly. It could be tame.
Well, that's the last thing you need. A random dungeon of all things.
I don't think it's necessarily random. If I'm getting the idea correct, it's probably something specific to whoever goes in. So, I guess we can't really prepare for it. We just have to go on in and hope for the best. One more question, just in case. Should the trial prove too much, is escape possible?
I'm afraid not.
Yeah, I guess we just have to accept that. Okay.
Like I said, Lucius, we should just take it as we go at this point.
Yeah, we'll just have to see what we can see and take it as it goes then.
So
We've been through enough already. I'm sure we'll manage just fine.
There we go. That's the spirit.
for Sora in particular, there's a certain type of Gracidia flower that grows at the end of this dungeon. All Sora needs to do is collect it and bring it back.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
Sounds just about right.
There's pardon me for asking, but there is also a flower that our resident alchemist is looking for. I've cut off the project. I kind
So
of.
we've heard.
oh.
We've heard.
Oh, you talked to him already.
Yeah. He kind of created a bit of an explosion last night.
Oh, yeah, he tends to do that. If you could grab that flower for him, then, if he already told you about it, that would be fine.
Okay.
I'm sure you wouldn't mind telling us exactly what kind. Unless Gracidia just comes in one different type.
Oh, no, he wants a completely different flower. I forget the name of it, though. You'd have to go ask him.
Interesting.
That might be a good idea to go back and ask him and get a description of it.
Didn't he already give us a description and tell us the name of it?
Yeah.
But who knows shit?
Oh my gosh. Let's see. I might have written it down.
Let me see if I put it in my notes.
If not, I guess we go back and ask. Shoot, we really need to get better at remembering things.
Yeah, at least I have an excuse with Henry being distant because of emotional trauma.
This is nonsensical.
No, I don't have it written in my notes.
Do you have it written in your notes?
I'm afraid not.
Oops.
Brilliant.
Well,
You
I
might want
failed
to.
you all.
You might want to ask him because, from what I've heard, at the end of the trial, there's a lot of flowers there.
yeah. Let's go back and quickly ask him first.
The
Okay.
shrine's on the way, though, right?
No, you're at the shrine right now.
We're at the shrine. In order to do that, we would be leaving the vicinity of the shrine, heading to his house, and then coming back.
Void that then. Okay. Void that, what I just said.
Okay. Just to we make this kind of a montage. The Dark Heroes are walking down the street. There's an explosion that comes from a house. The alchemist shaman Gulzar comes out coughing. You see them start asking him questions, and he tells you it's called the Astral Orchid. It's
Writing that down right now.
it's
Oh yes, the Astral Orchid. Oh, yeah.
it's a blue
I forgot about that.
it's a blue flower that kind of shimmers. It kind of has like it's kind of like sparkling. It should be
What do
the
its
Astral
petals
Orchid
look like?
flower.
the petals are kind of like this kind of cerulean blue. And it has like white shimmering dots on it.
So we're looking for a blue astral orchid flower for the professor and a pink Residia flower for the elder. Got
Yeah.
it, for Sora.
All right.
And the third thing.
Oh, the orb, yeah.
Right.
Anyway, they make their way back with now gaining some knowledge and maybe wanting to take notes. Okay. So you're back at the front of the shrine again.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing.
And you actually notice the elder has gathered a lot of the other shaman to kind of see Sora off into the shrine. And he seems a little you could tell he's trying like not to cry. But he's putting on his like teenage boy I don't cry face.
Okay.
Make sure you at least come visit Sora.
Even though he's going to be right back. Well, depending how this goes.
I mean, I really feel like he's gonna run away from home. It seems like it's.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know the guy.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of you walk into the dungeon. Black washes over you until everything starts coming into focus. And in front of you, you see a big castle. And you are on this kind of floating platform in the middle of like this void of sky.
I'm sorry. Just because the castle just made me think. Just in the background, you hear, "There's Arrhenius."
Floating cloud in the sky.
You're just kind of like on an
Floating
island.
ground.
You're on the ground. Well, you're on like a kind of like a massive foothold, but there's kind of like this kind of crumbly castle in front of you. It's open too, like the drawbridge is open. The drawbridge, where you expect to see like a watery moat, it's actually just a hole that goes down into the sky void.
Oh boy.
What?
All right. Okay.
Okay, so we found our castle in the sky, I guess.
Are we upside down?
No, we're not Claude.
But the sky is up or down.
That just means we're probably really high up or something.
Look, I don't think it's time to question this. We really need to get going. Sooner
Yeah.
we get out of here, the better.
First things
Yeah.
first. Rain, check your orb.
I check the orb.
It definitely seems to be pulsating, glowing, like it wants you to go inside.
Okay.
Okay, I think we can use our orb.
Is the drawbridge nice and sturdy?
I don't know, Mr. Check for Traps. Is the drawbridge nice and sturdy?
Alright, fine. I'll make an investigation check.
Sure thing.
Isn't that what you always do?
You're the one who chose to play the rogue.
Okay.
Okay, so this drawbridge, it seems to be sturdy. There's a few like nicks in it and stuff, but as you kind of hit on it and stuff, it seems to, you'd be able to get over it one by one.
Well, they don't pay them for the construction. Okay, I'm gonna go first.
All right. So you just warily start walking across this bridge. You hear the wind kind of blow past you, and it makes you feel a little uneasy.
Step by step, step by step, step by step. Get over to the other side, don't die.
And again, Henry.
Oh. What was that?
What was what?
Oh, whatever. So, it's that.
Am I over on the other side?
Yes, you're at the other side.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, cat.
oh gosh.
No, don't. Yes, cat.
Ugh.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Your voice is not reassuring. Okay!
Go next, Sora.
Who wants to go next?
Well, it's my test after all. And you see this little shaman start to kind of waddle across. And he makes it. He's now next to you, giving a sigh of relief. I'm not really used to heights. Okay. So are you just all gonna just go by one?
Yeah.
Is that's
Yeah.
the plan? Okay, who's going last? Keep into account Mimikyu's with you too.
Yeah.
I don't think Mimikyu should go last.
Okay.
I'll go last.
Actually,
All right.
Actually,
Oh.
I don't know.
What?
Go ahead, go last.
Okay. All right. So everyone gets across except Rain. You start going across this bridge, and you make it across.
Oh
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Freaking.
I figured that's where you were going with this.
Yeah.
Ah, very funny.
All right.
Very funny.
Okay, so on this castle, you're kind of like in this like courtyard maybe, and you could see the entrance to the castle in front of you. There's like just kind of a few flowers sprinkled around here and there. They just look like normal little posies, not anything like what you're looking for. But
I'll be right back.
all right, it looks like a courtyard with a door to in the castle.
Well, unless you guys want to explore the courtyard a bit more, I think our trial waits in the castle.
I wonder if the next trial room is through the door, or if this is still part of the same trial room. It's very fascinating.
I can't really answer that question, but at this point in time, there doesn't seem to be anything around, so I imagine our trial waits inside the castle. So let's go in.
All right.
Yep.
All in favor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You walk into this castle door, and the same sort of thing happens to you when you entered the dungeon in the first place. It's kind of like black washes over you, and then just everything comes into focus. And you're in some sort of like foyer, kind of. It's a pretty bare room. Just kind of, it just looks like the typical, like, just a stone room with a door to the north. The door behind you is gone. Above the door to the north, it says teamwork.
Right and back.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Strider.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, I heard
All right,
that.
well, let's check the book and orb again. See if there's any orb here.
Oh shoot! I should have looked for the orb in the courtyard, shouldn't I? I'll check it again.
Oh, you're checking the orb? It seems to be, it's still kind of like resonating with something.
Okay. As long as that is not lost.
As long as it's not behind us.
Okay, well,
Wait, what? It's behind us. Oh, no.
well, looks like our first trial will test our teamwork, I guess. I mean, there's 7 of us here, so I'd hope we have decent teamwork. Beyond that, there's nothing else in this room, right?
No, it's pretty bare. It's just, there's that door, and that's it.
Not even dust.
You could, like, investigate for dust if you want to.
It just says teamwork. What are we meant to do?
Whatever
Work.
it tells us to do.
Work
Work
together?
as a team?
To do what exactly?
That's
We're
a
gonna
good
find
question.
out.
We won't know until we go through. We can't really go back, and it's our only way forward.
Well, very well.
The Elder said that it's a straightforward path. We just have to deal with whatever the trials are, so
That's
I don't
your
think we
fact.
get much other choice but to go through the door and see what's in.
Is that what you're doing?
What else?
I'd
are we
assume
doing?
so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you all walk.
Steps forward.
You walk through this door. Same sort of ship-am. Black washes over. Everything comes in focus. You see yourself in kind of the atmosphere has drastically changed. It's more like dim in here, and there is a path leading to this kind of doorway, but there's purple gas kind of in this doorway.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It seems to be the only way forward.
Some sort of mysterious purple haze.
Can we make a check to
We have that scarf from.
Yeah, I have the scarf, but before we do that, can we make a check to see if we can figure out what the purple haze is?
Sure. Make a either your choice, survival or nature.
Okay.
Survival or nature? All right.
I'm higher at survival, so there we go.
I'm higher in nature.
Oh my god!
Haha.
Yeah, again.
All these
again,
21s.
Roll.
Well, I don't know what it is.
Neither would I.
Let me just see here.
Rafa, you gonna roll?
Well, she can for flavor, but
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to assume that you'll tell me what it is after passing with over.
okay. You know it's poison gas. Who got it? Henry and Rain. But Sora cuts you off and says it's poison gas.
Oh, yeah. It's
Oh, well.
poison gas. It's poison gas.
Poison gas. Sora, do you know if you're able to purify poison like other shaman?
Oh, yeah, I can do that. But the problem is I can only do so much of it. So I'd have to get to its source, maybe, and then I can do it. But I don't really know where its source is.
Ooh.
And we can't see its source right now, can we?
Yeah, I can
Wait a
go
minute.
through it, but
It's dim in there, but I have dark vision, don't I?
No, it's just kind of dim in the. It's like kind of a dimly lit room. Like everyone could see. It's just kind of
The
dim.
son of a gun.
But anyway, Sora says, well, since I can go alone in there and I can try and find the source.
But wouldn't you get poisoned?
Oh no! You see, we shaman have an ability. We can't get poisoned like that.
Though the room says
Lucky
teamwork, so I don't think you should go it alone.
Yeah.
But you guys can't.
Little piece of work.
You guys can't breed that stuff though.
of course
I have a scarf that protects me from airborne poison, so one of us can accompany you so long as they're holding that scarf.
Do you have 6 more?
No, I was only given one.
Oh,
I
okay.
think the idea is you can look for the source of the poison, Sora will take care of it, and as soon as it's clear, we'll be able to pass through it. That's the plan.
But we don't want to send Sora by himself.
Yeah.
Of course, you said that there was a poison fabric that you had in order to get you through the poison, Lucius.
Well, or if anybody else wants to go through, it'd be either me or if anybody else wants to go through them.
Oh no, I think you volunteered yourself, Lucius.
I don't mind going through. It's just a question of does anybody, what do we think would be most efficient?
There you go, with efficiency and statistics again.
I would say it would be most efficient to have the one with the heartiest constitution and a scarf that could protect from these sort of ailments. Yes, absolutely. You go. You go.
Okay, we're all in
Henry,
agreement then.
That's a bit harsh.
Sora says maybe you should go.
That's a bit harsh.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'm going with Sora then.
Okay. Join me in the private room.
Yeah, figured that was gonna happen.
Okay.
No. Okay.
Okay. So you start going down this this poisonous corridor, and you're a little ways in, and Sora says, "She always bicker like that."
We're kind of just a group that came together under circumstances. We didn't really know each other before all this happened, so.
Oh, well, I guess welcome to the family, huh?
Yeah, I'd like us to be a bit more unified as a team, but I don't want to force anybody to discard their own opinion.
Yeah, fair enough. So as you're walking down this this corridor, it's all the smoke is still still bothers you, but it's not killing you. But you eventually hit this door with two kind of these torches on either side of it. Okay, what now? They're unlit too.
I imagine that this poison gas, do you think it's highly flammable, or do you think that doesn't matter if fire comes to it?
No, it's not flammable at all. It just it's deadly. I know that, but as long as you keep that scarf on you, you should be okay.
Okay. This will probably go terribly, but can I investigate the door?
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. This will probably go badly, but I can hope. 14.
Okay, with that, there's got to be some sort of trigger that opens it.
Okay. So yeah, it's looking like that this door needs to be lit first. Or the 2 torches probably need to be lit first.
So do we got to go back and get that fire type Pokemon that's with you?
No, I can do it. I do sort of worry of what we'll find, but no, I can do it.
Oh, really? I want to see this.
Yeah. Yeah, just watch. Okay, I'm gonna snap my fingers and light both the torches.
The door opens. Whoa. How did you do that?
It's an item I found in a dungeon. It allows me a bit of control over flames.
Oh, well, I guess there are some perks to traveling with you. Maybe I can get my hands on something like that.
Maybe. You never know what we'll end up involved in.
All right, so you're just going to continue down. It just seems like it leads to another kind of corridor. Again, filled with poison gas. Okay.
Yeah, just...
You walk along and you maybe make some small chat with Sora, but you then hit another obstacle. There is now a big iron door in front of you with a keyhole in it.
Iron door with a keyhole. I can't... Wait a sec, I just realized something. Do I know Rodney has that, key? Wait, I know Rodney has that key. Do I know... Did he... I think he mentioned what it does, right?
I think so. I'm not sure if he did. I didn't really catch it. We'd have to ask him. Be right back. Rodney.
Rodney?
Did you ever mention what your key does that you found in that Among Us stash?
Oh, God. Oh, no. Did I? I guess if I'm questioning it, I guess I didn't.
He didn't.
Oh. But I did see he got that key, didn't I?
You maybe saw him carrying it when he came out of the Among Us's den.
Okay. So yeah, unless you saw a keyhole, I think we're stuck, but my friend Rodney found this magical key thing. So I don't know if it'll work, but he might be able to open that door with it.
Okay, do you want to just go back and get him? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
So you're gonna... How's he gonna get here, then?
I'll just, I'll give him the scarf and then he can accompany you.
Oh, okay. So you just kind of make your way back.
Yeah.
All right. You see Lucius and Sora kind of emerge from the poison.
You find
What's up?
anything? Any luck?
Well, I think I know why. I think I might know why this place is called Teamwork now. It
What do you
appears.
mean by that?
It appears that. It appears that there's going to constantly be doors that potentially bar a path that one of us might have the ability to work for, because we managed to pass a room where we had to light a couple of flames to go on, but after that we were forced back because there's this giant door with a keyhole in it, and I didn't notice any keys on the way there. Rodney, you have... no, nothing has... I mean, there's the poison, but no, nothing has tried to kill me yet.
That's good. What did you need me for?
There's that golden key you got from that Among Us's room. Do you think it would work on the keyhole?
I fished out my golden locking key. I'm trying to remember exactly what it did again. Mostly kept it for the riches. Can't hurt to try.
Well, if we were using all of our skills, we might as well all go.
We can't.
But like poison.
Yeah, it would poison us if
Okay,
we
Mike,
all try.
seriously.
Is the
Mike,
poison
I do need a point from
consistent?
you.
What?
Do I know exactly what the golden locking key does? Just refresh my mind.
Yeah, it just makes you could lock the lock with the key and it just won't unlock. No one can pick it or anything.
Is the
And
poison
that's
across
all it
the-
is?
Yeah.
This is locked.
I do have a golden locking key, but all it does is that if you lock it, it can't be pickable.
Oh. Well, either way, you have the ability to pick locks, right? So you still might be the only one who's able to get through that place.
Do you want to give me the scarf and we can check it out?
Yeah. I think that's what we need. I think that's what I need to do.
Yeah, give it to me.
Okay.
So-
I'll give Rodney my scarf.
All right. So he dons
What's it
the
called?
just
What's it
a
called?
just a shaman
I call
scarf.
Yeah, I think I called it just the shame scarf.
It kind of has that little pink thing on the side of it.
The Caleb shade. The K. No.
All
there's
right, I
two
take the
tongue
shaman
twisters.
scarf and I wrap it around me.
All right. So
Good while doing it.
you accompany Sora down this corridor with the poison then?
All right then, Sora. Let's see your problem here.
Okay. Join me in the private room. Okay, so as you make your way down to what Lucius was talking about, Sora says to you, "So what's your story?"
My story. Oh, that's a tough one. Do I go with the one? You know what? I guess I might as well be honest with you. I was honest with the rest of them too. I was a member of a cruise ship for about a couple of years.
Mm-hmm. You learned to pick locks there?
Well, it's a lot more complicated than that. Back then, I worked for an exploration team that specialized in doing a whole lot of these kinds of stuff.
Is that why you're so on edge all the time?
Who told you that?
Oh no, it's just no offense or anything. It just you look like you look like a pretty nervous guy. Sorry, no offense. I shouldn't have said that.
You know what? None taken. Based on the things that I have seen, I'm kind of glad that I have this. It means that I can just learn from my mistakes and be able to move on. Whew. This is dangerous.
Okay, so you finally reach a large iron door with kind of a keyhole in it that Lucius mentioned.
No, it seems that your problem here is that it needs a little picking. It's alright, I got this.
All right, just make a lock pick check. It's just your dexterity.
Dexterity plus modifier.
Yeah. It's
Just
like
a simple dexterity roll.
no,
Got it.
it's your dexterity plus your proficiency times 2. So I believe that is 3
That's
9 plus 9.
9.
Yeah.
So it's 20 plus 9.
Yeah. D20 plus 9.
That works.
You open it. Wow.
Alright.
Good work. I don't really see anything outside of singing and flower planting in Lucretia.
Yep, I learned from one of the best.
Anyway, I guess we should be going if I'm going to get rid of this poison.
You right then ahead.
All right, so you walk with them, and you hit another obstacle. This time, it seems to be some sort of, like, electric conduit attached to a pulley system to a portcullis. You know what that is? It's kind of like those iron bars that go down and have kind of like they're horizontal and vertical.
I cannot imagine that.
It's just kind of like imagine you enter a boss room in Zelda and then goes ching. those fall down. Those like kind of
You mean the iron bars?
yeah, portcullis. But
Basically a kind of a cage. Okay.
yeah. That it has sort of like this electric conduit and this like pulley contraption on it.
Electric conduit and a pulley contraption.
And then Sora takes one look at the electric conduit and he's like, "Oh."
Well, it's electric. I wonder if Henry might be able to figure this out.
He doesn't seem like the friendliest individual.
I know, but he's the only electric type we got. If I try to touch it, I'd probably electrocute myself.
Okay, let's go get him.
It would be true if I electrocute myself. Is that true?
You give me a history check.
Sure, I'll do that. Good history. $12.
You think maybe you would electrocute yourself if you were to touch it? You don't know?
Basically, electric doesn't mix.
Yeah.
My mama told me not to play with electric.
Oh well, should we go back and get him?
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Sorry, it's gonna take a little while, but if it's gonna take teamwork, then that's what we're gonna have to do.
All right, you make
We're gonna run all the way back.
you make your way back. Join you.
Than that.
Oh. Rodney and Sora emerge from the poison. And Sora seems a little, like, kind of dreading something.
We got a little problem here.
What's the problem?
What happened?
An electric conduit.
An electric conduit?
Yeah.
Well,
Give me the exact description. It's electric conduit and...
It kind of has a pulley system on it.
And there was a pulley system, yes. I'm worried that if I'm going to go any further than that, if I try to touch it, it's going to give me an electric shock.
well,
So
luckily
that's
for
why-
you, electric conduit is my middle name.
That's why exactly I
No,
was
actually,
thinking
it's
about you,
Virgil,
Henry.
but still.
Would you like to take on the task? That's exactly why I was thinking of you, Henry. Your electric beats electric. So will you go ahead and do it?
Yes, absolutely.
That's the spirit. Here, take the poison scarf.
Just passing the scarf around. Like,
It'd be so
Well,
much
what he-
easier
what
if
he
we had
does-
more of these.
Okay, what he does is he puts his own scarf on his, like, ties each end on his arms, on like his shoulders, and he puts the shaman scarf on.
yeah.
Now you're gonna probably have to untie the bleeder, right?
Yes, I know.
Right.
But
So
at least it's on, right?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
you're gonna delve into the poison with Sora then?
Yes, time to delve into the poison.
All right, private room time. Oh, there. Okay. So you are walking with Sora. The poison maybe gives you a little bit of a cough, but it isn't killing you. It's just kind of you're not used to this kind of atmosphere, I guess. But Sora seems like kind of hesitant to talk with you as you walk along. And you eventually make it to what Rodney was talking about. And he says, there it is. You see this electric, kind of like this like plug-like conduit with this pulley system attached to this like portcullis blocking the way.
Well, let us see here. See, Henry just walks up and, you know, touches the conduit to test the wattage basically that is being outputted.
As soon as it's like that scene where your like finger gets closer and closer to it, then it just like, and then it just lifts it, and Sora's like, "Holy crap!"
I was just testing the output wattage.
Oh well, I guess you did it.
I guess I did. Let's see what's in the next room.
Okay, so you continue walking along this corridor, and Sora finally pipes up. If you don't mind me asking, you like the rest of them, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, sorry. I let's just find the next obstacle, right? So you finally reach a what looks like there's two windmills next to a door.
Windmills. Now, who would be able to deal with the puzzle with windmills?
You need like what do they call it? A flying type, right? They can
Flying.
They can shoot gusts of wind.
I mean, well, why don't you try turning into your sky form? You know.
He kind of like gives you a stink eye.
What's wrong, Sora? Do you need some sort of inspiration? Because I have this song from my friend Sora that could help you out.
Wait, do you have a friend named Sora?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
I didn't think it was a very common name.
Well.
Oh, then
No,
again, I haven't been outside the village much.
Absolutely. It's not a common name. It's actually a stage name. It's not even her real name. But I shall tell you nonetheless. I shall play you the song without her vocals, because I don't think I can find her anymore.
Well, I'm actually a big fan of the performing arts. It's what I was doing before I joined you.
I will do a performance check just to keep this working here. Let's see. Wait. Performance is yeah. So +4 for me. Oh yeah, no. Oh, oh no.
So you might think it's probably because the poison is kind of getting in your face and stuff. You maybe need a little cleaner atmosphere to work your magic here.
Oh God! Ah!
But
Oy, I thought this scarf protected against airborne poison.
it does. It just makes it so it doesn't kill you. It still.
Oy. Well, never mind then. We'll find a way to move these windmills. Here's the thing. I have an ability, a spell that I've conjured up. That could, in theory, I could utilize that. Let's see here.
Just a second.
It's on the
You hear a bunch of like music and coughing coming from the corridor. Okay, just telling them what they might have heard. Anyway.
Very well. Let me try this. In between the two windmills, I shall strategically place something that my father might actually be proud of me for. Putting together martial arts and magic. Denki-dama!
That's your
Yep, shatter.
shatter.
Yeah.
You're aiming at. Oh, it's a. Let me see the.
It's in between the windmills. The whole idea was that if he could, use the shockwave to start things spinning,
Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. Just let me. Okay, so yeah, you do make a shot. Just a second.
To really use it.
You hear a loud bang come from the corridor. Okay, so you make this loud bang, and the windmill starts spinning, and the door slowly lifts up for a second, but then it just drops back down.
Ooh. Oh. Something will have to be consistent about this. I'm not sure who would be able to do this, though.
Maybe we should ask them.
Ah, yes. Yes. Let's go back.
I gotta apologize too. I had you all wrong. I thought you were gonna like yell at me and stuff. Like, you were the other ones.
Why do you think I would do you?
I'm sorry. Let's go back. Anyway, you go you go back. You Henry and Sora emerge from the poison after all that ruckus.
What was
What?
all
I
that?
don't know what the next sequence is all about. There are two windmills.
Windmills?
Windmills!
Did you get past through the electrical sparks or not?
Yes! All I did was check for its output wattage, and for some reason it just stopped.
Okay.
Now we're at windmills.
I
Well,
guess.
I have this wind cape.
Oh, yes! Wind cape! I forgot that was a thing.
What were you exactly doing?
I was trying to make the windmills spin with the Denki-dama.
Well, that explains the loud bang.
Yeah, we heard it from all the way over here.
Yes. Well, here have the shaman scarf, and I will try to undo this strange thing I've done with my scarf. What did I do?
I told you to not tie the damn scarf.
It's all right. I'm okay with
Okay, Rain, are you going in?
nuts.
What?
Give me just a second.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm going to take off the scarf that I have on,
Yeah.
Yeah?
and I'm going to hand it to Mimikyu and be like, "Be really careful with this, okay?"
Okay.
Why do you need to take off the scarf you have on? Rodney wore two scarves.
Well, I'm taking it off because I think it'll be more comfortable that way.
Fair deuce.
Flavor,
Go
I
ahead.
guess.
It kind of Mimikyu does his thing, and it just kind of goes into him.
Yeah. And then I'll put on the shaman scarf, as
All right.
we are calling it.
All right. In you go. Private room. Okay, as you go down this corridor, Sora asks you, okay, so you were looking for me, right?
Yeah.
So how did that end up being?
It's kind of a long story. So on the ship that we were on a ship called the Bruiser,
Uh-huh.
and one night, my locket, I take out the locket and show him,
Yeah.
started glowing. And I was wondering what that was about. And as I moved around my cabin, it seemed to get brighter whenever I moved closer to one area. So I started following it as it went brighter, and it led me to this golden statue type thing. And I touched it, and it's really hard to explain.
Oh, well, never mind me then. I guess what?
I'll explain it in better detail later when I can really have time to formulate what I am trying to get across.
Okay. So you walk past these obstacles that most of your teammates have explained to you along the way until you hit these two windmills on either side of this kind of cage door.
Okay, this is easy. I'm gonna flick the cape.
All right.
Use gust.
The windmills start just spinning rapidly when you do that. And the door opens.
Nope. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said the door opened?
Mm-hmm. And you eventually go down a corridor to a... you could see sort of... this is kind of the source of where the poison's coming from. It's on the ceiling, but there's kind of this pillar on the... coming from the ground. It goes about 15 feet up.
Okay. Well, I think I have an inkling of what needs to be done here. Let us go back.
Back you go!
We get into it and I'm like, I'm gonna stay.
Alright. So they emerge.
What's the story this time?
I start taking off the scarf. Alright, Lucius. Looks like you're gonna need to jump.
Jump?
There's a big pillar, and it seems like the source of the poison is on the ceiling.
Ah. Okay.
Look for the orb while you're there.
Oh, yeah. Were you checking your orb while walking along the path?
I'll take that as
Here,
a no
you can
then.
take the shaman scarf now.
I'll take that as a no. Okay, I guess you could check it
what I
when
said.
we're clear of the poison. Okay.
Alright.
Take the shaman scarf then.
And when I hand it back, I go up to Mimikyu and be like, "Can I have my scarf back, please?"
He, like, before you even ask, he, like, just gives it back to you.
Alright, I put that back on.
Yeah.
I feel a lot more comfortable now.
Alright. Come with me, Lucius. Back to you again, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So you go through this this now long corridor, and you get to what Rain was talking about. There's like a 15-foot pillar sticking out of the ground, and you see poison kind of billowing from the top of it.
Okay, looks like this is our source, so I just gotta get you up there then, I guess.
You could fly too. You've got some pretty interesting powers. Between all...
No, it's not flight that I have. I'm just a really good jumper.
Oh, so I just grab on.
You grab on. I'll hold on to you, whichever you need, I guess.
I'll just go onto your back.
Okay.
Okay, so Sora's pretty small, so he's not going to hinder your jump at all, but make a really easy athletics check.
Watch me fail this anyways. Oh, wait. I think think I've got +2 on this now. Yeah, I do.
Okay. It was 5, so you're good.
Okay.
You get up there with your amazing jump, and you could see a little platform where maybe a little shaman could stand.
Okay. Well, Sora, here you go.
Okay, here I go. Watch this. So he stands on this little platform with the smoke kind of billowing out of it. And the little pig flower on his side of his head starts glowing. And all the poison just starts getting sucked into him like a vacuum cleaner. And it looks like it's kind of hurting him, but he eventually kind of sucks it all up and kind of gives a little burp. And all the poison is gone. I'm going to tell the rest of that. All the poison is gone now. You see it all get sucked up.
Ooh. Interesting.
Well, so much for teamwork.
You can come back. Yeah. Well, I'll just say, Lucius, you're with Sora on the platform still.
Okay.
And you could see a door has opened kind of to the north.
What are we waiting for, guys? Let's do this.
How are we
Let's
gonna
go.
get up that step he jumped up?
Oh, no, it's down. It's
Okay.
on the floor below where the door opened.
All right. Is there anything specific about this door?
It just kind of appeared out of nowhere. It wasn't there when you looked last.
I'm assuming there's no astral orchids, Gracidia flowers, or magic orbs in the room.
No, everything's looking really stony right now.
Did Rain check his thing while he was walking along?
He had to go, but I can check the
He's-
book.
We'll say for the sake of convenience, he has it out right now, and it's still kind of glowing as it did before.
Okay. All right, everybody. Let's head through this door and see what's on the other side now.
All right.
Is this...
The plot crucial character, Rain is always like, sorry, you have to go.
I mean, I don't know whether it was when you were gone or what, but he mentioned that he's trying to hold back. He's feeling kind of sick right now.
Yeah. You've heard.
When you go through this door, you end up in a similar kind of foyer as you did last time, except above this door, it has a longer description. It says, leap of faith, hand in hand.
Leap of faith, hand in hand.
I know exactly what that means. All right.
Okay, I guess that room's gonna be another coordination room, only leap of faith, hand in hand. So, let's all hold hands, everybody.
I was too busy writing my will. Okay.
Some of us don't have hands.
That's beside the point.
Yeah, let's head into the room, see what it looks like first, but once we're in there, it says leap of faith, hand in hand, so you'd
Just
think
make sure the floor does not give out on you.
Okay, so, yeah, well, I'll walk into the room.
All right. Are you all going?
I'd assume so.
Yeah.
Well, is
Yeah.
there anything... This foyer is still empty, right?
Yeah, it's pretty bare. Pretty bare.
Yeah.
We'll just hold hands just in case it does fall.
Okay, it's pretty bare, and Rain's orb is still doing the usual, right?
Yeah, nothing's really changed. I'll tell you if something changes.
Okay.
Honestly.
So yeah, then I don't see why we shouldn't all go in.
All right. You go in. Black washes over you. Everything comes into focus. Or does it? No, you still see black. You realize you're on a very small platform. And about 50 feet in front of you, there is another platform with a door on it, but everything else is a black void. You can't even see the bottom.
This is not a trick, is it?
I assume that includes even Rodney, right?
Nope, he cannot see the bottom. He can only see 60 feet, and he can't see anything.
Oh, frick!
I could light a torch.
I don't think any of us have any way of extending that.
I have a torch.
Because
I can light it.
I have a mining helmet, but my mining helmet only goes up to 60 feet, right?
yeah, it's like a torch.
I realize. If you do it as a particular leap of faith anyway, it's gonna be an endless void, right?
Are you using a torch or a helmet or something right now?
No.
No, okay.
If you guys want to, go ahead, but I don't see the point of doing it.
Yeah, I guess we might as well trust the sign.
Yeah, that's what our trial is. I guess this is a trial of courage, so
Hold hands.
everybody hold hands. Those without hands,
Rub together.
Get between people with hands.
or Sora, you can get on my back. Mimikyu, you have that claw hand thing, right?
Yeah, he has multiple you've seen.
Yeah, so,
It's
Sora,
either
you
all
can
thoughts
go on
or
my
against
back. Mimikyu, you've got that claw hand thing. Rafa, what do you want to do?
I could try 3 paws and be on one of the ends.
You guys are really gonna jump?
It says leap of faith, and do you see any other way of us getting across?
No, but he sort of kicks a rock and it just kind of disappears into the darkness.
Look, either we do this and we all die together, or we end up finding our way across.
That's horrible logic.
Exactly why I wrote my will.
Yes, you wrote your will in a dungeon where you can't even see anything.
Okay. If you want to do this,
It's what the
I wrote my will in the foyer.
Congratulations. Anyways, it's at this point in
test
time,
says-
it's what the door said. So
To take a leap of faith.
so
yeah,
Take
I
a
don't.
chance.
I don't want. Honestly, it kind of terrifies me too, and I'm usually used to jumping. So
You wouldn't be able to jump that.
so we're gonna jump to that door way over there.
yes.
Nope. We're gonna take a step.
Okay.
No, we're gonna jump.
Let's.
Leap of faith, hand in hand, not step. Leap.
I'm pretty sure that's not how it happened in the movie.
But
Can I make a check or something to confirm that?
confirm what?
The leap of faith is literally a leap of faith.
So you're gonna do a check to see if Rodney's seen Indiana Jones?
Yes, basically.
Indiana Jones doesn't exist in this world, so you don't need to make a roll.
I was just about to say, what did you think would happen?
Okay,
What do you
smartass.
think would happen?
Do I have to take a step or do I take a leap?
Well, what do you think?
Well, we're all jumping anyway, so you're gonna get stuck with us.
Considering the distance, leaping seems to be the best option there.
All right. Sounds like leaping is the majority, so we're all leaping.
Okay. Rain's just gonna go with the majority whenever you make decisions like this. So,
Stupid.
tell me when you jump.
Like when, as in.
Like you're gonna do it. I want you to be the confirmation you're doing it.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
3,
Come on.
2, 1. Jump.
You all make the running jump. You don't make it anywhere close to this door, and you begin to fall. Then you promptly hit pillows. You see there was a darkness spell above you.
What?
Oh.
And you're actually not making any sound right now because there is a silent spell too.
Great.
Oh.
So it's on mute right now pretty much for everyone.
Okay. Then, can we see, like, a way to the door?
There is a door in front of you.
Oh. Okay, so the door up there was just a fake or something. Potentially, in any case. Okay, I motion to the door so that we can all go through.
All right. You go through. And you are in another foyer, and you could talk again.
Oh, God.
Hi.
But in this foyer, there are 2 doors. One to the left that says Kekleon above it. And one to the north that says Stump the Stump.
Leon
So
is
it's left and right, or
I think the door to the left was Kekleon, the door in front of us is Stump the Stump.
all right, we go straight.
Well, I think the door with Kekleon is the Kekleon shop.
That seems plausible, but who do you know for sure?
I mean, these doors have been right so far. So
You said it was a straight line.
I mean, I don't think this is I just think this is a detour to a Kekleon shop. So we might as well check to see what the Kekleon is selling.
Yes. Let's see what the Kekleon
Hold on, I
says.
checked my inventory. Do I have a rope?
I do.
Well, I'm gonna hold one end, and you're gonna hold the other, and in case you decide to fall down, I have you safe in my hands.
For going into a Kekleon shop?
Well, you know, sometimes these things are tricks.
Whatever.
So you're going to tie yourself to a rope?
Look, Lucius, you just have to trust me that it's no better to be safe than sorry.
Okay, fine. I'll hold one end of the rope. You can hold if you really want to.
I am not crazy, just do it.
Okay, so
Okay.
Rodney's going to stay in the foyer with kind of the rope holding Lucius to it. You're just going to walk in, Lucius?
Yeah.
All right. So inside this Kekleon shop, you see kind of like the typical carpet laid out and a chest, but there's a dead Kekleon on the where his wares should be.
Okay, I'm going to get out of that room.
Okay.
Guys, let's not go in there.
What happened?
There is a dead Kekleon.
Let's just...
What was in there? Just a dead
Uh,
Kekleon?
There was a random treasure chest, probably where one of the Kekleon's wares, and then there was a random dead Kekleon.
You noticed it was kind of like there's nothing in the treasure chest. Well, from what you could see.
Yeah, there didn't seem to be anything in the treasure chest, and I'm not willing to risk anything in there, so let's go through the Stump the Stump room. All agreed?
First, let me untie myself. I did say, just in case there was danger.
Are you sure there wasn't an orb at the bottom? How big was the chest?
That's a very good question.
Rain's orb doesn't seem to be particularly resonating with that room in any way. Seems more going towards the Stump room.
Jeebus.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything there for us, so let's move.
Stump the Stump.
If only Rain were still here. Oh god, I hope he's not nice. Okay.
Okay, Stump the Stump room. Let's go.
Stump the Stump.
Okay, so you walk into this black void, and you end up in this room with a stump on it. Yeah, a stump in it. Just a stump in the middle of darkness. Just has a spotlight on it. You can all kind of see each other around it. Don't know really where this room starts or where it ends. You're just kind of around this stump. This tree stump sticking out of the black void.
Trying to guess about Stump the Stump. It must be some sort of way to test our intelligence.
Stump the stump. Well, I'll ask you this, Mr. Stump. If a Pokemon dies and becomes a ghost Pokemon, if a ghost Pokemon dies, does it become the ghost of a ghost Pokemon?
The stump is silent.
I highly doubt it was gonna be that easy.
So, like, Rodney can't, even though it's dark, Rodney can't see anything, right?
Just around you, he can't see anything, no. Just all you see is the stump with kind of like this spotlight on it.
Is this how it feels like to be every other normal mon in the world?
Does anybody want to try standing on the stump?
Maybe we should send 2 people.
Gotta stump the stump.
What does stump mean? I mean,
do we have to stump the spotlight? Do we have to stump the stump by stomping on it?
can we see where the stoplight or where the spotlight is coming from?
No, it seems to just be coming from the darkness. There's no, like, actual light attached to it. Light bulb, should I say.
Yeah. So are you making any sense of this?
I think we should maybe step on it. For the sake of fairness, I'll tell you he rolled a 10.
Right, sorry about this. I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody is gone.
I'm gonna go. If it's a vicious Trevenant, I'm gonna hope I can bite my way out of it.
Okay.
So you warily approach the stump. What are you gonna do?
Step into the spotlight.
So you're gonna step on the stump to be on the spotlight? Because that's what you need to do to be the spotlight. Okay, so as soon as you step on the stump, this invisible force field goes around it, and then you just kind of look like a zombie to the rest of everyone. Join me in the private room, Rafa.
Ooh.
In your head now, you hear something ask you this question. When bringing up the map you found in the library, what was the name of the town on it Lucius mentioned being his hometown? 30 seconds.
It was Ironforge.
Do. And then a citrus berry drops in front of you. Go back. You just saw, Rafa just kind of like stood there like a zombie for a few seconds, and then a berry just appeared out of nowhere in front of her.
Oh my god! She turned into a berry!
Well, no, in front of her. There's a Rafa and a berry.
Oh!
Henry.
I feel like an idiot. I feel like I've become more of an idiot than I...
What the heck just happened?
So
Rafa. What's
it
going on?
asks you a question when you stand on it, and because the door isn't open, I'm assuming it's going to ask everyone a question.
Ah! Well, Then I
And I hope that all of you have your memories ready.
Oh.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm absolutely ready.
What?
I am ready
happened
to
here?
stump the stump. Move over, Rafa.
Okay, same dealio happens to you, Henry. Go join me in the private room. You turn into a zombie for a second. Okay, so you just kind of all your body locks up and you look like a vegetable right now. And you hear a voice inside your head. In the first mystery dungeon you went into, Lucius showed you adding water to a stone rejuvenates / brings it to life. What type of stone was it? 30 seconds.
It was a round stone, a stone that it was a stone treasure chest, wasn't it?
Final answer?
Yes.
You get hit for 3 points of damage. And you just get kind of like launched off the stump. You see Henry get launched off the stump.
Oh my. Rafa's just on the other side of the stump.
Looks like he took a bit of damage.
I'll be right back. Crazy dog.
I'm just imagining Henry saying that as he's flying through the air.
Yeah, just the hallucinations.
How high up did he go?
He just got kind of just sent back like off the stump pretty much. So it was like 2 or 3 feet.
Jeebus, this stump.
Okay, well, we know the consequences of failing then, I guess. I suppose I'll go next.
All right.
Look.
Join me in the private room.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you turn into a zombie for a second. Your whole body locks up, and you hear a voice inside of your head, and it asks you. Just give me a second. Okay. Henry mentioned having 2 childhood friends he was close with. What were their names? 30 seconds.
Sora was one of them. The other was a Magby, I remember that. Frick, I can't remember his name. Well,
You just accepting your punishment at this point?
yeah, I'm accepting my punishment. I cannot. I'm terrible. You asked me a names question. I'm terrible at names.
All right, go back in the main room.
A book.
You get launched back 3 feet, Lucius, taking 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Eee.
Okay, this is certainly not as easy as I thought it was.
Okay.
What was the question?
What were the name of Henry's 2 friends?
Oh dear.
I remembered Sora. What's your Make Me friend's name, Henry?
You know
He's
what?
AFK.
I guess I'm gonna have to go next then. Wish me luck.
Okay, you hop onto the stump, turn into a zombie, your whole body locks up, and it asks you this question. Join me in the private room. Yeah, I know. Join me in the private room.
Got it.
So this is kind of like telepathic right now.
All
Alright. Your first night on the Bruiser, you went with the ship's steward to the kitchen, where you promptly walked in on a burglary in progress. What were the 3 Pokemon you fought in that room? 30 seconds.
There was a Geodude. There was a Purloin. And then there was a Mindfu.
Okay, so join me back in the main room.
Hadn't taken oath.
Okay, so a berry appears in front. It's an orange berry. Appears in front of you. Rodney. I'm actually surprised that you actually got that. You remember. This is who paid attention to the plot.
I mean, I remember Sora, who's the one Henry mentioned the most, but I'm terrible with names, so...
You know, it's lucky, because a few days ago I was actually looking through the episode 2 transcript.
Okay, so, Sora says, maybe I should go this time.
You can handle the question?
And he goes onto the stump, and the same thing sort of happens to him. But then it just goes down. And he looks a little confused. That wasn't a
I don't like
question.
the look of this.
Did you give it an answer that it didn't expect?
No, it didn't even ask me. Well, it asked it said, "You are the key, but only half of it. There is another." That-
Another.
Oh, please don't tell me it's Nocturne.
That's not a question. But I didn't even give an answer.
You were the key, and then there's another one. Does this mean our Nocturne friend and Sora are both the keys to all of this?
I don't know. So what else? So what has happened? Is it just
Nothing.
Gave Sora
It just kind of let him go.
Well, that's 2 for 2.
Uh,
This is Ring.
Rain goes on to it, and I'm just gonna give him an intelligence check. Or
Please.
I'll hand it, actually, just to make this a bit of a challenge, I'll hand it to you guys.
Oh.
Okay.
I got it.
Good question.
But you only have 10 seconds for this one, okay?
You've got it.
Okay.
All right.
Alright, so Rain goes on to the stump, and it asks him, what was the name of Column's widow? 10 seconds.
Crap.
Oh frick! I think I got that. No, I don't got that. Oh, Fleur.
Yeah, yeah,
Fleur!
okay.
Fleur!
Okay. Ding ding! Remind Rain he has a berry.
Alright.
Okay.
Assuming he didn't just eat it.
Mimikyu kind of looks at you guys, then he starts heading towards the stump.
Oh, this ought to be interesting.
Mimikyu, join me in the private room. Okay, hi chat. So, first one here to say me gets to roleplay Mimikyu here. Letting the chat catch up. Quill, you are role-playing Mimikyu. Okay, so it happens as it said before. Mimikyu kind of locks up. He's not really used to this. And it asks him a question. And I am going to give you an unlimited time limit just because of stream lag. Unless you start taking too long, then it's just going to hurt you. Alright, starts now. You and your group went to a dwelling acting as an inn with a shaman as the innkeeper. What was his name? I'm actually going to start counting down in 10 seconds from now. So you get 40 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Countdown officially starts now. All right. So Mimikyu gets blasted off and he takes some damage. Oh, he takes 4. Oh no.
Oh, yeah, see,
I
well,
did not see that coming.
Well, that's 3 for 3.
and also he cannot talk.
Was that everyone?
Hello, are you back?
I'm pretty sure that's everyone.
Actually,
Yeah.
let's just do this. Let's humor it. Okay. So you're on a quiz, Rain. You have 30 seconds to answer this question. What was the name of Column, the shaman spirit you met in the Grasidia jungle? What was the name of his widow? You have 30 seconds.
We answered this question.
We answered the question for you.
Well, I don't know.
Okay. So
I
this
think it's probably.
There was this-
Wait. Do I have it in my notes?
10 seconds. 1.
I
Two.
don't.
Okay,
I
so
don't know.
you had this berry, you don't know where it came from, in your hand, and then it just kind of like vaporizes. And then you promptly take 2 damage.
Okay.
It was 4.
So that's 4 for 2.
Yeah. But a door opens.
Now the question is, does this take us to the good ending and the bad ending?
Well, we have to go through to find out. Let's go.
So you go through the room, and you are in a foyer with 1 exit again. And you see it says, "Remember me" on the top. But there's something else about this room. Though it looks exactly the same as the other kind of foyers you've been in, there are 3 Pokemon in it, kind of with their backs turned to you. It is 2 Clefairies and a Clefable, from what you could tell.
2 Clefairies and a Clefable. Someone write that down.
I wrote that down on the back of my will.
Are they? Can we tell whether they're moving or not?
No, they seem to be like kind of maybe discussing something quietly.
Oh gosh.
2 Clefairy and a Clefable.
I should mention, by the way, just in case this turns into a fight, that it's almost 9 o'clock. So
Yeah.
how are 2 Clefairies and a Clefable here?
Is it probably just?
And the Clefable turns around, and he has a big cheery face. Oh, hello.
Hi there.
How goes it, friends? What brings you to a place like this?
We could almost ask you the same question. We're here for some sort of trial. What are you here for?
Oh, us? We're here to make sure you, are not dawdling and, are trying to find Niflheim. And then you see the Clefairy's face just turn into kind of like a sinister smile with narrow eyes.
All right.
Oh
You cut me
no!
I hope that's what you're doing.
Mr.
Yes.
and Mrs. Meowstick. I
Yes.
expect you of all people to be here.
To answer your question, yes. That's what we're doing.
Oh, okay, that's good. I believe, you met 2 associates of mine. Nyx and Erebus, 2 stoic-looking Pokemon, don't blink very much. You met them?
Yes. They're Meowstick, right?
Yes. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Discord. And these 2 are my BFFs. Oh, and that doesn't stand for what you think it does. It stands for, beatings for free.
Roll initiative, guys, I guess.
I mean,
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
No, don't do that.
I'm kidding, okay.
But yes, we haven't made much progress yet, but that's what we're doing.
What are you doing in this dump, then?
It's all just a
we've-
part of our quest to find Niflheim. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we believe there might be some sort of clue here, but we're not entirely sure.
You know where they are. One of the Clefairy is right. Responds. They're in some shaman settlement right now. Well, that doesn't sound like Niflheim to me.
Well, of course
Sound
not.
like-
We're searching for Niflheim. We believe there might be a clue in this shaman settlement.
Oh, of course, of course. Well, I come here not to harm you. Don't worry. We're not going to do to you like we did to that Kecleon. Don't worry.
You killed him?
Oh, don't act like you don't do that, too. It's a mystery dungeon.
I think it's best
Okay,
to try
so-
not
I've never been on a mystery dungeon where I've killed anything.
Rafa, please, just...
Rafa, please just calm down. In any case, what are you here for then?
Oh, yeah. Nix and Erebus told me you were a scrappy little one. Well, I'd invite you to try it. Like I said, I could invite you to have a little play date with my BFFs. Again,
Don't you dare try it, cat!
Let's not fight.
Whoa.
Rafa
Hold on,
backs
everybody.
up
We can
closer
just
to you guys.
Calm down.
Okay,
Let's just try
Rafa
to
backed
discuss
up
this
closer to
properly.
us. She's
Yeah.
not.
Let's just try to discuss this like gentlemen.
because unlike Nix and Erebus, I don't kidnap damsels. Cliche, am I right, guys? I prefer to be a little more direct with my threats. But, like I said, I don't come here bearing any violence. I don't want to interfere with Nix and Erebus's little plan to make you go and find our goal. All I wanted to do is give you this. And he kind of reaches in his bag and throws a bell on the ground.
Bell?
Yes, once you find Niflheim, just ring this bell profusely in a mystery dungeon, any mystery dungeon, and we will come, and you will share the method, or if you get the ethereal flower from Niflheim, you'll give it to us, and we will give back your little girlfriend. Oh, and don't get any cheeky ideas trying to set up an ambush with this little device, because we'll know. And knowing that might upset me and want to take it out on a certain individual we are in possession with, no matter what Nix and Erebus say.
We understand, and I will take the bell.
Good. Oh, before I go, maybe I should extend a bit of an olive branch. See who's traveling with you. Do you remember those contraptions you fought while you were fighting Nix and Erebus? By the way, I invite you to try that with me.
No, we have no intentions of fighting if you have no intentions of fighting. In any case, those contraptions, yes?
You do know where they come from, right?
They look like this human-like creature we saw at one point in time, but beyond that...
Precisely. A human. And we might have a mutual enemy, because the world I want doesn't have any humans in it. And we seek to get rid of them.
Is that part of Niflheim, or is that a completely different relation?
Oh no, it's the world we want to create, once we find Niflheim. Silly.
Okay.
But what I meant to tell you is, what happens when this human shows up is he's targeting mythical Pokemon. He puts up his hand and ka-ching, turns him, gives him a chrome finish. And then he proceeds to ice anyone else who witnessed it. That's what we gather anyway. So maybe your little girlfriend is safer with us than gallivanting around the world with you. Just saying, and you might want to be careful with that little shrub following you around.
That's some reverse psychology if I've ever seen one.
I had a suspicion he might be. I had a suspicion that might be the case.
So?
Thanks for the information.
Exactly. So, maybe I don't need to threaten you.
Or
But-
maybe I need to threaten you.
Henry,
Henry,
no.
Henry.
We're hey, okay, fine.
We
No.
want you to leave this place peacefully, not with a war.
Okay. That's good.
Okay,
We'll just be on our way then. Oh!
okay.
Oh, there's one more important thing I gotta tell you about that human.
Not a surprise attack, is it?
What is it about the human?
He gets closer to you. And he seems to like going closer and closer to your ears. Then he switches up and punches Henry right in the gut. And you take 20 points of damage.
Well, then I'm dead.
Rafa's fire back kicks in out
No,
of.
No. Please, no.
And then he
Not
says,
moving.
"Don't ever talk to me like that again." Anyway, toodles. And you see the two Clefairies pull out 2 cards, and they put them together, and then they're gone in a flash.
Henry!
Henry, you're down on the ground, making death saves.
Do I what? Is it a D10 again?
It's
D20 higher than 10 is a save, lower than.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
That's one fail, but anyone want to do anything about this?
I feed him an
Yeah.
oranberry.
Okay.
I was just going to recommend I use, but you do have an orange. You did gain an extra oranberry, so.
Well, you have 1 HP now, Henry. Still kind of reeling back from that gut punch.
Darn it, Henry, do you know what they say about negotiating with a huge, threatening enemy?
I hate to say it, but after
They've
what
already
we
started a war.
I hate to say it, but after what we saw with that meow stick, we have no chance of actually fighting these guys. So provoking them is the last thing you guys should be doing.
Rafa's just gonna do angry fire fangs in a circle.
To hell with that. We are going to Niflheim.
Alright, everyone, let's just settle down.
Uh,
You realize that
oh,
guy sucker punched you in the
Wait. We're removing humans from the world?
No.
Says Sor.
No.
Oh no.
Who was that?
I know exactly what to do with this.
We got, for now, first off, everybody calm down. Second off, once we clear this trial, we'll explain exactly what we've been encountering.
Seems
Yes.
like every time a new person finds you guys, you get a life threat.
I swear Arceus is having a good old chuckle at our luck.
I wonder if I can hear him.
In any case, what's the door? Oh yeah, remember me.
So, I want to give you a choice here, everyone. Do you want to continue, or do you want to stop for the night?
How much longer do you think this dungeon is going to take us?
It's not that long, but you guys can make it long. One of those.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and answer the question with "I need to stop."
Yeah, I was just about to say. I think if Ed needs to stop, then we should probably stop.
All right.
Yeah.
Then we'll end things off there. Nice little cliffhanger.
Yikes! Sucker punched.
Yeah.
Well, that's the third time Henry has almost died.
Yeah, your HP is not the best.
Yep. I have low con, I have 16 HP, and I'm a bard. What do you expect?
And I'd like to point out, I remembered he had disadvantage there, too.
Oh, wow.
And he got a 20, even with a disadvantage.
No, he
No,
didn't get a 20.
he just hit him.
Yeah, he pierced Henry's AC, but he didn't get a 20.
But he took 20 damage.
Yeah, he took 20 damage. He didn't get a 20.
Yeah.
But even with disadvantage, yikes.
Well, the disadvantage doesn't matter with the attack, with the damage. It just matters with the attack roll.
Yeah.
Please don't make this more complicated.
Yeah. Anyway,
The fact is, these guys are just not ones to mess with yet.
Yes, it's clearly we should not be provoking them. Do we understand, guys?
Yes, I understand loud and clear.
Yep.
Rafa knows that, but she's still not happy to deal with them at all.
Jeebus, guys, it's not like negotiating is just a bad thing.
well, we'll stop for the night. We'll probably be doing this at a different day in 2 weeks from now, with Rafa joining us yet again.
You can
At
cut
this
the guest
point, we're
appearance act.
At this point, she's not our Vivi. She's our Nico Robin.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you in 2 weeks. Bye.
See you.
Bye.